In this lesson, we're going to order numbers. And this is not too hard. The first step we're always going to do when we order a list of numbers is we're going to have to convert them all to one type. We're going to convert them all to fractions, or we're going to convert them all to decimals. And usually, because of calculators, it's easier just to convert everything into decimal. Then we order those decimals from least to greatest. And then we have to put the final answer, though, in terms of our original numbers. So we take each of those decimals, we match them up with the original number, and then those original numbers would be in order from least to greatest. And if it tells us to plot it on a number line, then we would do that also. But remember, we always have to have them from least to greatest, and it's it's whatever it says to do, which is usually least to greatest, but they have to be put back into the original numbers. So let's take a look at this. Here's a problem, and what we're going to do is we're going to convert each of these numbers to decimals. So I'm going to start with the number 0. So 0, well, that's equal to 0. The number 12, a negative 12 fifths. So I'll plug a negative 12 fifths into my calculator. And I get a negative 2.4. The square root of negative square root of 12. So I would plug that into my calculator. And I get 3.46410, and it just keeps going on and on and on. It's an irrational number. Then I have 0.3. That's already a decimal, and I have a minus 1.5. So if I wanted to order those from least to greatest, I'm going to find the most negative one, and actually this negative square root of 12, that's a negative number. So we could see that's the most negative number. So that would be the negative, the square root of 12 would be the smallest number. Then I would move to the second one, and let me cross this one off so we can keep track of what we're doing. So we got that one done. Now let's move to negative 2.4. That's the next smallest one. So a negative 2.4. Then a negative 1.5. Then I have 0. And finally, I have 0.3. So there are my numbers ordered from least to greatest, and let's put them on a number line. So we know that the negative 12, square root of 12 is the smallest one. It's a negative 3.46. So we would go down negative 1, 2, negative 3. That's about halfway there. So that would be a negative 3. Whoops, the original number, sorry. Negative the square root of 12. Then we go to the negative 2.4, so I go a negative 1, a negative 2. Now, a negative 2.4 was the negative 12 fifths, and I messed up here too because the original number was a negative 12 fifths, so that's what I should have had right there. So a negative 1, a negative 2, a negative 2.4. It's a negative 12 fifths. My next number is a negative 1.5. Then I have the number 0. And finally I have the number 0.3. So now I've put them on a number line. And that's it.